Hello and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 Blueprint Mastery, Door Systems and Interactive Portals. Previously, we finished with our multiple portal network, dynamic waypoint system, I don't know how you want to call it. We finished from teleporting from this level to a new level, that is the representation of this. We exit here and we can go back and forth from this gate to this gate and this gate to this gate, and then from this gate to this gate and this gate to this gate, but all these are in a different level. So to do this, we created a data table which the row names correspond to the tags of the incoming level, the level that we are traveling from, and it has the player start names also of the level we are going to, and also has the next level. Now, all this is based on a structure that is from two strings. We use this in an event in the game instance, which we said again that it's a global blueprint, and we created the level transfer that you come from. The come from comes from the gate, and we get that come from which corresponds to the row name of the data table, and we get an output of that row. Through the columns, through the structure, we get the next active player start, and we open the next level. Now, when a level opens, we override the choose player start, and we created a small function that searches for all the player start actors, and then if one of them has the tag start, and it stores another one if it finds it that it has the active player start tag. So if it has these tags, it's all good. If it doesn't, then we will get an error. But if it has these tags, all good. If it finds an active player start, it sets that player start as the default one. Now, let's continue with using this system to demonstrate a save. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a door here and on the other level. Let's choose the one side door, which is very simple, not this one. In any case, yeah, one-way door, this one. We're gonna bring it over here. Well, here is relative. And it's a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be, but we're gonna make it a bit smaller. Maybe a bit bigger. This 0.5. Let's say 0.7. No, 0.6. I'm guessing 0.55. Yep. Alright, it doesn't really matter. I put it opposite, but just gonna rotate it and it's fine because we are entering from here, so front side should be this way. And now I need to fix it again. So 0.57. Yeah, 0.57. That kind of fitted instantly. All right. Now let's go to the transfer level. The tutorial map 2. Where is the level? Over here. And let's add that door again, which is the one. Where is it? one-way door. This time we need to make it bigger. Would it be 5? No, 5 is a lot. 2, 3, 2.5, 2.2. Seems okay. Let's turn it around. So maybe 2.4. Yep, 2.4 seems fine. Alright. Gonna leave it as is, even if it has gaps, doesn't really matter. So, this door should be able to save. For example, let's go to our map. I need to color code the maps so I can find them easily. Okay, red will do. So, what we want to do is be able to enter from here, enter into this room, open the door, maybe come back or go the other way, and this door should still be open. So, let's begin in a reverse logic. Let's start from the door. What would this door need to be loaded to load its state? Like, we will need to set somehow the door state, and depending on the stored state, because we are saving on only full open or only full close, we would need the final degrees of open or close. So we would need to set the relative rotation. And let's get the lerp also. And let's go make some room for these nodes. This would suffice. I won't need a lerp here. I would need a select. And that would go based on the state. So when it's open, it's minus 90 degrees, minus 90 or plus minus 90, yes. And when it's closed or whichever other state, it's 0. Well, for us, we are just loading open and close, so opening and closing don't save the current degrees. And locked would be 0 also. But how does this door know which door? If I had like 10 of these, how does it know which door it is? For that, we would need to create a custom ID. I'm gonna delete. Is this text used anywhere? Find references? No. But for the ID, I won't use this. I will use a string. Let's call this door ID. So this door ID would, in the save file, would say, okay, this ID, this door has its state open or its state closed, depending on what it has saved. To call this change, we should create a call in the blueprint interface. So we're gonna go to our blueprint interface, make load door. And this load door needs to return at least the state of the door. So it would need to have a variable that is the door state enumeration. But when we're having a save game, we might have more than one thing to save. We might have, if it's locked, like the key item, or no, that's a bad example. Maybe we would have opening degrees, so maybe we would have different things to save and load. So again, this is where structures come in hand. We're going to create a structure, a new structure in blueprints, structure, and let's call this st door save. Let's open it, and for the first variable, let's set door state, and let it be of e door state. And let's have another variable that it will be the door ID. And this would be string. And to be honest, if we want to change the order here, we can just, you see this icon over here, it becomes a hand. So we can drag and drop them above and below. It's better to have door ID first. I'm gonna save this structure, and in our BI doors, I'm gonna put an input of door stats, and it will be this structure, st door save. So now this structure gives us, when we load the door, it gives us all the information that we have saved for the door. Right now it's very simple. It has just two variables, the ID and the state, but it could get more complex as we wanted. So now let's go back to our door and compile, and let's implement the BI doors, the blueprint interface, and now we have access to this. No, we don't, because I haven't compiled the blueprint interface. But now that I did, we do have access to this load door. So I'm going to bring this up here. I'm going to connect this here. I'm going to break the structure as we did with the transform, and I'm going to connect the door state over here. And basically, this would be the event that loads our door. When the door is called to be load, which we'll talk about it later in another lesson, this is all that it needs to be loaded. Now, one more thing, when we are saving the door, and we will explain more things in the next lesson, when we are saving the door, we need another function. Let's call it get door stats. And in this function, we're gonna have an output of the st door save, and let's call it door stats. We're gonna compile and save, and go back to our door, and double click on get door stats. We're gonna split the structure. We're gonna connect the door ID over here, and the door state over here. So this function is used to get whichever door stats we want. Now, if this structure had more variables, we would have to connect more info into the return node. I think this is it for this one. We're going to explain the save mechanic on the next one. Goodbye.